Time for some more league. Galacticos Athletic Bilbao is coming to the Bernabeu on Sunday. Hopefully to take a beating, but it will be, it's probably fair to say, one of the most complicated games in the league. Psychologically, emotionally against Athletic Bilbao. It's a nice rivalry. So let's go with the lineup. What we think Zidane is going to put on the pitch.
Yeah, basically the same lineup we saw a week ago at the Betis.
Yeah.
In arguably the best performance by Real Madrid so far. So the defense will be the same.
I think so far in the league and so far since Zidane became a manager.
Yeah, especially in the first half, it was a tremendous performance with and without the ball. I think that the team performed very well as a group. And since the goalkeeper and the defense is going to be the same, and there's no much to say about that, let's go with the midfield where the interesting decisions are.
Alright, so just to make a recap, Keylor Navas, Pepe Varane, Carvajal and Marcelo. And then we're going to see Kroos and this time Kovacic with Isco. I think Isco didn't play against Lechia. I was a little bit surprised, but I think he was kind of saving Isco to be ready for this match. And the presence of Kovacic, I think, is due to having a better offensive-defensive balance.
Yeah, that's the key. I think that this is the more balanced midfield he can join right now, without Casemiro, without Modric, obviously. I think that Kroos provides what he provides, a lot of quality with the ball. Kovacic helped him in the duty of starting the play the other day, which is something Kovacic hasn't done consistently previously. I think he learned to do that, to help to be a near option for Kroos, and then he provided a lot of box-to-box work, which is, I think, what Zidane likes the most from that player.
Yeah, and that's one thing, we didn't have much against Lechia because maybe it was a game where you didn't really need that to win it. We kind of, won the game just because of our firepower, basically. But in this game, we do need Kovacic because Kovacic does a lot of running, especially in defense and covering those spaces. Maybe when Marcelo is up, he's very attentive in covering those spaces and helping out in defense.
Yeah, he's a player with a physical edge over the rest of the players.
Yes.
He can provide that muscle to the team, but I think that we need to recover what as a group we showed at Betis, and I think that we need a very consistent performance by the team because we need to defend the 11 players. We can't rely on Kovacic for give that balance to the team.
We saw a lot of Kroos against Lechia, maybe being the only one running in defense, in the midfield. Why Isco and not James, maybe? Why Isco?
He's hotter right now than Isco, than James, sorry. I think that he plays a very intelligent and good game at Betis, with and without the ball. He did a lot of effort recovering the ball. He ran a lot of kilometers. He helped the team to be consistent, and especially with the ball, he created many chances.
One thing I like, because one thing we lack sometimes is when we have the ball and we're trying to create some offensive moves, we lack movement. And Isco was running a lot, showing himself a lot to receive the ball and generate that play.
He's very smart. He learns how to occupy the spaces on the pitch, and he finished with 2 goals, which is awesome for a midfielder. And I think that one thing that because Isco is in delante, it's
in front.
Yeah, it's in front of James and Asensio right now, is because he has a lot of commitment with the team in recovery. I think that James and Isco and Asensio still lack that sense of recovery. The other day, they saw that they are not willing to run a lot of back. And I think that Isco, and I think because of that, especially, he's ahead of them. And I think that this midfield is going to be good for Real because it proves that works against Betis.
Especially if we have in top form the 3 guys up top. We're going to go with the BBC again. There's been a lot of debate if Morata should start or Lucas Vázquez should start because of how well they're doing it when they come on the pitch. But I think still, having them as an option to change the game if we need it, it's still good. And I think Zidane still wants more. He has said that. He expects more from the BBC. So, maybe giving them more minutes. And I don't think this is a case of, okay, Benzema is playing horribly, let's insist on Benzema. I think Benzema has showed that he's getting a little bit better, so I think it's good to have the BBC.
Against Lechia, Benzema looked really great for me. Yeah. He moves a lot, he created chances, 5, and I think that he's in good shape, which he wasn't lately. So I think that Benzema is the best option right now. And with Lucas and Morata, Zidane know that they're going to provide him an impact immediate impact.
Yeah.
So I think that he knows that if he introduces them in the 60 minutes after an hour of play, they are going to produce a lot of action in a short time.
They're
I
going to
think,
give us a new breath,
Yeah.
let's say, on the pitch.
but I think that it's the moment for the BBC as a group and as individuals to step up.
Yeah.
Cristiano was okay against Legia. He was very involved in the game and he missed a lot of chances, but he created some. He gave 2 assists, and I think that it's a work in progress with Cristiano and with Benzema. And I think I was thinking the other.
Maybe also with Bale.
Yeah,
we haven't seen the best Bale yet.
I stopped the other day to thinking about Bale's situation. I think he's paying what he did in the Euros. You know, if you think in this player, he has been free all the summers in his career, and this summer he has a month of competition. It's a real, it's new for him, that scenario.
An extra effort.
Absolutely,
Yeah, okay.
and the timings for him has been totally different from what he has been doing in his career. And I think that this slow start from Bale is because of that Euro, it's because of that, you know,
Let's hope.
Yeah,
Let's hope
I think-
Iñaki's right. About Athletic, well, very important. They won't have Aduris, which is
Yeah.
a very important, let's say, baja, as we say in Spanish, an absence. And what
He's
can we expect from Athletic
he's not
Bilbao?
out definitely, but he has a sprained ankle.
no, he's not gonna play,
Yeah,
sorry.
he's not gonna play. We are going to expect a team that we are going to see a team that has been playing together for a long time. I think it's one of the most solid programs in the league. I think it has very interesting players like Beñat. Beñat has missed the last games, but he will be back.
Fair to say they played last night, so there's going to be
Yeah.
a 48-hour difference
Yeah,
in resting.
and they
so-
played a demanding game, and Valverde start almost his premium team against Genk
Yeah.
because they needed a point. They lost that game. They are now with 3 points in 3 matches
9
in
in
Europe,
the Europa League.
which is a problem for them. And I think if our viewers don't know, I'm sure they do because they know a lot of football. They have to watch Iñaki Williams, one of the most promising Spanish players. I think he's going to be in the national team soon, and he's a very, very dynamic player. He has a lot
Maybe a
of
challenge
power.
for Pepe Varane and for Marcelo
we
as
will.
well.
Yeah, we will see. He usually plays in the right, but we will see with the absence of Adurit what Valverde does. I think that Raúl García will play as second back, as second striker, like he always does in Athletic and now in Athletic. And maybe we see Iñaki Williams more in the inside, but in my opinion, the best position for Iñaki Williams right now is in the right wing.
Yeah,
He's a player
Raúl García
like
is an old dog of
Yeah.
the Liga. You know, we've played him many times.
Iñaki Williams is like Marcus Rashford, more or less, for people who knows Marcus Rashford of Manchester United. That kind of player, a striker that starts in the wing.
All right. I think, you know, in the last couple times we've played, well, not couple times, a lot of times,
Yeah.
Athletic Bilbao has come to the Bernabeu. They've taken some beatings, but I think it's fair to say it's one of the most complicated games. I don't think it'll be a beating by Real Madrid, so I'm going to go with a 3-1.
That was the score I have in mind. So I have to change a little bit, same difference, but 1 goal more for each side. So 4-2 for Real.
So 4-2, 3-1. Let us know, Galacticos, what you think is going to happen. What do you expect to see from Athletic Bilbao? How do you expect to see Real Madrid against them? Give us a like and subscribe.
Yeah.
You know, share the video with your friends, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.